Today, I tried to actually teleport to south of France, but seems like I had to come to Address Montgomerie. Welcome to Jardin Des Arts, where French countryside meets Dubai luxury. Firstly, Chef Mo, thank you for inviting us to your restaurant.
Welcome to Jardin Des Arts. It's a pleasure having you with us.
So, how has your journey been? Like, how did you get into cooking, and what has been your inspiration behind it?
Well, it was 11 years ago, watching my brother, since he's a chef as well. So he was one of my heroes, watching him cooking at home. So I got the inspiration from him. In a young age, I have started cooking for my family, my mother, so it was a big support from his side, to see me doing where I am right now.
Very nice, very interesting. And did you take any proper training, or how was it?
Of course. So when I moved to Dubai in 2013, I worked with him firstly. So he was my the training chefs. It wasn't that easy. It was very thoughtful, but I really enjoy working with the great chefs with him. But he was one of my heroes.
So was your training very tough, or
it was very tough. When you first moved to Dubai, I work with amazing chefs around the world with different nationality. It was very tough for me to like it, So it took me some time where I feel really in love doing, what I'm doing right now.
Amazing. That's very inspiring as well. So I'm sure you must have some aspirations or inspirations behind the menu over here at Jardin.
Exactly.
So what are those inspirations? Could you share some stories with us?
As I mentioned earlier, I started in a very young age, working in a French restaurant, working in one of the best restaurant it's called Bienvenue in Intercontinental Dubai Vegetable City. I have learned a lot, and this is where I really fell in love with French cuisine. The way how they work, that they're a very rich tradition. I would say focus in a lot of good sauces, butter, and olive oil.
Oh, okay. And which is that dish over here in this menu that's close to you?
One of the dishes are close to my heart, honestly, is the poached prawns with white bean puree.
Oh, it's very refreshing. Try it. Oh my god, the bread is so soft, and you can actually taste the lavender and the herbs in the butter. We are trying two of their famous prawn starters, which is one with risotto and one is with the white bean puree. Come here and let's taste it. Let's try this. This has white bean puree and has a lot of caviars on top. Prawns is super soft and tastes too good. So this is basically butter poached lobster served on a bed of risotto. Come, let's try it. Tastes too good. So now for the main course, you're starting with the oxtail toast, which is loaded with the Gruyere cheese, and here we have the lamb loins with some figs on the side. Oh yeah, we tried it.
Yes,
we just tried it.
This is really one of my favorite dish. It's bringing me back to my childhood. Because I really love eating white beans, and it worked very well. I remember the time when we put it in the menu, it was, should I do it or not? Because does the seafood work very well with the white beans puree,
Yeah.
Then the first time I tried it, we tried with the team, I was like, oh, that's so good,
So when it comes to French cuisine, it's always a bit tricky. How do you create a balance between so many ingredients, right? So how do you make sure that the balance is always good?
Well, in a French cuisine, especially, it's a cuisine where you have to have a discipline with it. You know, it's a rich with traditional taste. So for me, I think I have a very deep respect for French cuisine in general. You know, you use a simple ingredient, but it's rich of flavor. You know, at the end when you try all together, it tastes very simple. You know, but it's really nice.
I've heard like the techniques are like very.
It's a technical cuisine. It's very technical, very disciplined. It's just for you to know how to use what with what, you know.
Yeah, that's
and it works very well. That's why actually I've been doing French cuisine for like long time now. Because the time I get used to work with it, so it's easy to create any dish.
Also, like we've been around the restaurant, we have tried the food and everything. What kind of experience do you really want the diners to have over here?
I remember when we were creating the concept for this restaurant and when we were thinking about the menu, we trying to have a special environment that the guests, when they leave from here, to have a nice memory that can bring them back and back and back. We are a place where they actually, you know, create a memory. You know, they leave from here, talk about it to their friend, to the family. Look like, you know, we were in Jardin Des Arts, had an amazing time there, and we would really love to come back to it. So it's a place where we tell a story, we make them feel very happy and welcome them back, you know.
That's always good to know when people come back. Honestly, I think it must be giving you...
Exactly. It's imagine we've been opening for like 1 month now, and we have like a lot of repeated guests, like 4, 5 times already, enjoying the, you know, the food, enjoying the service. And I think for me, it's not always about the food. It's also about the service, because they're the one who creating the memory, right? They creating the experience. So it's all about the back of house team and the front of house team.
True, absolutely. You being a chef, do you have like any guilty pleasures when it comes to food?
Well, you know, that's a very good question. For me, I'm happy to have any small things. You know, I'm not picky with food, but a small baguette with a nice salted butter, and a glass of red wine.
Absolutely.
Very simple and nice to end up your night, you know.
When you curate these concepts for food dishes and everything, how do you like plan it, and how do you do any kind of research on it?
For me, it's always about the team, you know. It's about the people that I work with. When we taste it, when we taste the food, when we create a menu, it's always about the idea from each member that we have, right? So we are very open to that. I'm very open to see a seasonal vegetable, seasonal item. So we always, before we creating any dish that we put it in the restaurant, we always go to the market and see what's available, what are the seasonal items that we can create and put it in the menu. And then everything there, we can picture it and see how it looks with the color, with the story of the dish.
That's interesting. And now since summers is already like picked up in UAE.
Exactly. That's why we have a very exciting things coming very soon. A few nice dishes are added in the menu. We're working on it, and I'm sure it's gonna works very well. You know.
Can we get like a sneak peek or some details about the new menu?
We're working on some things. I would say refreshing for the summer. Some salad, some a new dessert, additional dessert that in the menu.
Oh yeah.
That is fit the concept very well. You know, because for us this concept is more like flavorful, artful, and also like romantic. So when you think about the dish, you really have to be like very think about it very well to create it, you know, because as you see around, it's full of gardens and flower, a different color, you know.
Absolutely. Okay, so since after summers, what are your plans? Like, would you be doing anything like outdoors, maybe some live cooking or?
We are very excited to be launching very soon our very new seasonal item in the menu. We will be having as well a chef table that will be with wine pairing and everything, a tasting menu as well. I think that's worked very well with us, you know, especially it's the summer and people always wanted to learn something new, you know.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay, one last question. What are those 3 words that comes to your mind when we say Jardin Des Arts?
Well, I would say artful. There's a lot of arts around, you know.
Yeah.
Creativity. We have a very creativity dishes in the menu, even the restaurant itself, you know. Romantic.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, it's very nice, especially at night. It has a very the restaurant is mean a lot to me, you know, in a way. So I think those 3 words fit very well.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Chef, for your time. And we love the food. We love the service. And we're looking forward to coming back here.
Thank you so much. And we looking forward to see all of you with us very soon, you know.
For sure. We'll be back soon.
Sure.
Thanks. This is their terrace, but golf course view, lake view, and an amazing spacious seating outdoors. Cheers to good food, garden view, and pretending we are in a rom-com. So come visit Jardin Des Arts in Emirates Hills. Bye, and let me enjoy my food. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video to your friends. Bye.